What is up, guys? My name is BobaTalks and welcome to a brand new Arrowverse video, and I say that because this is a trailer breakdown or a promo breakdown, extended trailer of the DC TV crossover event that is coming November 27th. Now, you may have already seen the very quick teaser they did not so long ago, but now they've come out with a bit of an extended one. So before I head and go and break this down, let's have a look at the trailer.
Everyone you care about, everyone you love, they're gonna die.
Crisis on Earth X, the two-night crossover event, starts Monday, November 27th on the CW.
Now, that was a really cool trailer. We got quite a few teasers in it, and I really want to get into it. But first, let's have a look at the new synopsis for Crisis on Earth X. You may have already seen me read this out in my previous video, but for all of those who don't know about the synopsis, they've actually released it. The synopsis is all the same across all the shows because obviously it would spoil quite a lot if they did a different synopsis for each episode, like Supergirl and an Arrow synopsis of Crisis. It's all the same, and this is what it says. Barry and Iris's wedding brings the gang together, but things go awry when villains from Earth X attack the ceremony. All of the superheroes band together with help from their super friends like Citizen Cold, the Ray, Felicity Smoke, Iris West and Alex Danvers to take on their most formidable villains yet. Earth's mightiest heroes Green Arrow, Supergirl, The Flash and White Canary lead their teams into battle to save the world. Now, in the beginning bit of this trailer, we get a voiceover, and I think it's from Prometheus, but I would love to know your thoughts on this because it could be from, you know, the evil Green Arrow saying it to Oliver. It could be Prometheus saying it to Oliver, but this is what he says. Everyone you care about, everyone you love, they're all going to die. Now, in case you didn't already know, Prometheus is in this Crisis on Earth X crossover, but who is it going to be? Josh Segarra is not going to be under the mask. They have confirmed that, but he still could have done the voiceover. Prometheus could actually be in the mask the whole entire time, so we might not see who's under that suit. We might just assume that it is Adrian Chase or Earth X's Adrian Chase. But Tommy Merlin is going to be in this crossover event, so how cool would it be if Earth X's Prometheus was Tommy Merlin? But it's really hard to tell whose voice is actually under this, you know, voice modulator that is going on at the beginning of this trailer. I would love to know your thoughts in the comments below, guys, for I don't know who it truly is. Is it Adrian Chase? Is it, you know, Tommy Merlin? Let me know your thoughts. But what we do see with Prometheus in this trailer is that he's opening these double doors, and it looks like it could very well be to the Arrow Cave. I don't think anywhere else that we know of in the Arrowverse has those kind of double doors coming in, apart from when you go down into that Arrow Cave from the elevator. So it could be quite ironic how obviously Adrian Chase is dead on our world, and what we know is that the Earth X villains are coming across over to our Earth. So maybe this is Prometheus seeking out the Arrow Cave, and you know, it's going to be really interesting because obviously he's dead on our Earth, but if it is Adrian Chase Prometheus, then you know, he's going into the Arrow Cave to potentially stir up a lot of trouble. So I can't wait to see this. The next new cool thing we see is that Iris and Barry are on the Wave Rider, and they're actually hugging each other. And I don't blame them because this isn't meant to be their wedding. You know, they were having their ceremony and it got invaded by Earth X villains or troopers. So this moment is probably sometime after the ceremony where they're just figuring out what the heck they're doing, and you know, they're just cuddling it out because this is probably very stressful for both of them, as all they wanted to do is get married in peace. But as we know in our Arrowverse, nothing ever seems to go smoothly. So I'm thinking this is when Barry's probably saying goodbye to Iris to get on with his part of this crossover event, because he does turn up later in the trailer obviously doing a few things as well, and Iris is probably doing her own thing as well. So this is them parting ways. Next up, we see Joe looking at something in the sky. I mean, God knows what that could be. And then we see Cisco all dressed up for the ceremony that actually we know gets attacked from the Earth X villains. It seems that explosions are going on left, right and center, so that's why Cisco is obviously jumping out the way. But we also see Killer Frost, so I'm thinking since she's the maid of honor, Caitlin Snow, when all of this stuff is going down and the Earth X troopers are coming in, ruining this whole wedding, Caitlin, as I would assume, would transform into Killer Frost to try and, I don't know, make a difference and stop all of this from happening. But I'm going to be more interested in finding out how much of a role Killer Frost is going to play in actually helping out this Earth X problem, because what we do know is Caitlin Snow and Killer Frost are kind of different people, and what we have learned recently is that Killer Frost is just as scared as becoming Caitlin as Caitlin is becoming Killer Frost. So will Killer Frost work well with the team? Will she actually even give a damn? I think she will. I feel like they've definitely changed up Killer Frost's personality compared to Season 3's Killer Frost. As I said in last week's Flash review with with Killer Frost very heavily involved in that, she's not so Killer Frost anymore. She is very like Caitlyn Snow on edge, but I'd say that's what it is. She's more Caitlyn Frost rather than Killer Frost. I don't think she's going to be the perfect hero or anything like that, because Killer Frost isn't exactly like that, even with this kind of newer version of her. But mainly what I'm trying to say is that her Killer Frost personality seems to be a lot more tolerant of the Team Flash members now, rather than just sticking icicles in Barry's feet and so on and so forth. So I don't think she's going to be the best person to get along with, but I think she will be quite critical in helping out get rid of this Earth X problem, and maybe we might break through to Killer Frost a little bit more on this crossover. You never know. Now, you may recognize this shot from the previous teaser trailer we got from the Crisis on Earth X crossover event, but this time we've got it a slight little bit higher, so we can actually see that Firestorm is involved in the group kind of dramatic walking shot that they've done. I can't wait to see this scene, because I can just imagine some dramatic kick-ass music of all these heroes walking out, and I can't wait to see if they actually run into something shortly after this. And I'm kind of hoping that they walk straight into a battle, so we can see like Supergirl and Firestorm flying over the place, and then Green Arrow and the Flash doing their thing as well as Alex and Sarah being badasses on the ground. Now, there's one thing I am curious about, and I need your guys' help with this, so I'd love your suggestions in the comments below. In terms of Earth X scenes, are they going to be like a different tone? Like sometimes the show does a different like tone when, for example, in The Flash Season 2, when they went over to Earth 2, things weren't exactly the same color palette as Earth 1. Now, in these Earth X teasers, on Earth X it's very orangey and glowy and kind of evil looking. You can see that at the very beginning of the trailer with the Earth X troopers walking in, and then also in this shot here where this Earth X trooper seems to be like coming towards somebody with a blade. But then again, we see this Nazi version of Oliver Queen pointing a gun at somebody. I'm hoping it's not somebody friendly. It could just be a German trooper, and this could be the ruthless Nazi version of Oliver Queen just shooting one of his own troopers just because he might be pissed off with him. We know how extreme the Nazis were. But notice how this hasn't got a different shade or color tone in this scene. So maybe in terms of my theory with the color palette of the other scenes with the troopers, maybe they're Earth X flashbacks, and maybe the normal color palette with this Nazi version of Oliver Queen is in present day, which is why it's not all orangey and glowy. I'm not sure. I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments below. But at the same time, this might not be the Nazi version of Oliver Queen. This could be our Oliver Queen dressing up in the Nazi SS uniform. For some reason, I've got a feeling that that might actually be the case rather than this being the Nazi Oliver Queen. But let me know if you think this is our Oliver Queen, or do you think that this is the Earth X Oliver Queen out of his dark archer suit and into his Nazi suit. And in addition to what I said a minute ago in terms of the color palette, I'm pretty sure that these scenes are on Earth X with the Flash and these troopers, so I'm thinking that the other scenes where they were a completely different color could actually be flashbacks on Earth X describing how they came to be coming onto Earth 1. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below, guys, as to what you think in terms of that. But this is the most intriguing thing of all to me in the trailer, believe it or not. We see the Speedforce lightning storm from the end of The Flash Season 3, because we know Barry went into the Speedforce to prevent this storm from literally not only blowing up Central City, but it could have tore the planet in half completely and destroyed the whole world. Now, the question I'm asking, and I really want to ask you guys as well, so let me know your thoughts in terms of this. Why would they include this scene in the trailer unless it wasn't related to the Crisis on Earth X event? If it is just for dramatic flair because there's a load of lightning bolts going around and they thought, well, maybe this could be cool to add into the Earth X trailer, I think that's kind of stupid, because I feel like you should only include stuff that is pretty relevant, and everything else in this trailer is literally a part of that storyline. So I'm kind of starting to think that maybe the Speedforce lightning storm at the end of Season 3 of The Flash maybe opened up the ability for Earth X to cross over into Earth 1. However, we haven't actually seen any Earth X troopers or any Earth X villains in the previous episodes, because obviously that's not part of the crossover. So maybe they've been coming over in secret, and that's how they attacked the wedding, because there might be a flashback in terms of all the organization that the Earth X troopers and villains have been putting into coming over to Earth 1. I don't know. This is all speculation, but let me know why you think the Speedforce lightning storm has been included in this trailer, and let me know if you think that Barry Allen yet again has inadvertently created another disaster that allowed this Crisis on Earth X event to happen. But apart from that, guys, that is absolutely everything I've got to say on this Crisis on Earth X extended trailer. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments below, and let me know what you're most excited about seeing in this crossover event. For me personally, it's really bugging me what that lightning storm has got to do with this Crisis on Earth X event. Did it actually start it or didn't it? I don't know. But anyway, guys, if you did end up enjoying this video, please hit that like button, as it really does show your support for the channel. And if you're new to this video, maybe even consider subscribing, because I do lots of Arrowverse content as well as Gotham content, DCEU content. So if you want to stay up to date with all of that and never miss a video, be sure to subscribe, and maybe even turn notifications on to make sure you never miss out on a video as well. If you want to go the extra mile and want to know what's going on with me a little bit more, you can do so by following me on any social media. The link should be popping up on screen around here, or you can click on one of the links in the description below. But apart from that, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.